Wait, so can we talk about that though?
Yeah.
I guess like
Yeah.
the way like the Muslim community is looked at in American like culture and society.
How it's looked at?
Yeah.
Okay.
People will look at Muslim people like they're, so of course not everyone. Some people look at them like they're the worst things in the world because of what they see and what they think that the Muslim religion.
And I'm glad you brought it up because I'll bring it into our topic of mental health. It's
Okay.
also something like the culture.
Yeah.
So people perceive it. I think it's based really on the media of how they, show it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like misconceptions. I'm not gonna lie. The Middle Eastern culture is very hard. It's very strict. It's very like black and white. There's no gray in it. It's like this is
It's very
the
different.
Way, yeah, I mean this is just the way we do things.
Right.
You are not gonna like.
Different in comparison to the.
Yeah,
American
different. I
culture.
think comparison to anything. To besides Judaism, it's like Orthodox Jew.
Yeah.
Is the best way I can describe like Middle Eastern culture. It's like being
Mm-hmm.
conservative, like arranged marriages, like the man is the provider, the woman is not.
Mm-hmm.
Like even though she works and stuff, like the man is always going to be the person who is known for that, like the alpha male.
Right.
I think the religion is just people have been breaking it down more and more, like in media, as in like they're bad people. And
I agree.
I don't necessarily think it's anyone's fault, because if you have a mind and you read, I think you should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you just Googled stuff and like understood what the religion really stood for,
but
you would get it. But people don't do that. People like to like go on Twitter and Instagram and be like, "Oh my God, another terrorist attack!
Right.
Wow, fuck you."
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. I don't blame anybody. I just if you're not blatantly disrespectful towards me. I mean, I look Dominican. Apparently,
okay.
I've gotten that a bunch of times. So people don't usually know what's my ethnic background. They either say like Hispanic or Middle Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
One or the other I usually get. So I have it like I'm fortunate enough, but like my sisters and my mom, like the other day my sister was teaching my mom how to drive, and a guy, she was like parallel parking at the park, and he stood right in front of the parking spot. And my sister was like, "Excuse me, sir, we're trying to park. Do you mind just stepping over?" And he's like, "We don't wear that in this country." And my mom was wearing it. Yeah, he's like, "We don't wear that." My sister
She's
went
wearing that job.
She's wearing. My mom wears a whole burqa, so you only see her eyes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And my sister ran off. She was like cursing him out. She's like, "Are you fucking stupid?"
Holy
yeah.
shit. Was your sister wearing the hijab?
Yeah, all my sisters wear it. My mom wears it because my family's super, super conservative.
Yeah.
And like super, like my parents are village people.
That's
like,
fucked up. You know what it is? That's the thing, yo. I swear, people.
Oh no, he said maybe she'll see better if she wasn't wearing that. Yeah. But that's like a normal thing for me, Anthony. Like when I was in like 5th grade, I used to walk my mom to the library with me, and they used to throw rocks at her and be like, "Go back to your country," and stuff like that. Yeah, my sisters get weird looks all the time. They get stared at all the time. Like I know there's catcalling, but we get a different catcalling. I like to call it like racist catcalling because they get like stared at all the time. Be like, or they come up to them and be like, "Are you hot in that?" Yeah, they are hot in that, but I don't think it's any of your... Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my sister always nice about it.
Holy shit. Yo, see, I'm so happy that you said that, because these are the things that I want this podcast to be about, right? Like, okay, there are so many women out there that probably get treated like this, and they feel like they're alone, because they may not necessarily have anybody around them that may be treated the same way, or when they tell their friends might not believe them, and things like that. But you're sitting here saying you've seen it, your family has been treated like that, and that is...
Yeah, that's a regular thing.
You see, that's the thing, too. Like, I think what the problem is with society and people's point of views is they haven't had this happen to somebody that they know. Right, so it
doesn't hit home.
Right, so they'll hear something or they'll read a news line, and to some people it doesn't bother them. Like, whatever, like that is what it is. And then some people are like, oh, it's fake or it's this, it's that. But when you know somebody personally that it's had happened to, it hits a different nerve. Yeah. You know, and these are the conversations that need to be had, because there are so many people out there who just like brush it off like, oh, it's no big deal.
I just feel like people think if it's not mentioned, it's not real.
Yeah. Or if they haven't seen it, it's not.
Yeah, like now suicide rates are like the highest, they've ever been. And before they'd be like, "Oh, he's not gonna do it," or like when it happened, they're like, "I never thought the person would do it." It's because it's like it's not. You've never experienced it. Does not mean that it's not a real thing. That the person.
That's like the Mac Miller situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
It's like
nobody
all
pays
that.
attention to him.
And I really think these things are rooted from people just not taking the time to like process their feelings. Because I've had rock bottoms. Like recently, I've had like the worst rock bottom of my life.
So,
And
why do you mean processing feelings?